So how important is it? You have a new goal you've set. You have a new project you're working on. You get to a point where there is struggle, where you've finished and you're checking in, and it's not quite what you envisioned in the first place. Do you call it done, or do you push through and continue to try and improve it in that ever cycle of getting better? How important is it to you? Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jones with another one of your weekly video messages, and this week I want to talk about the idea of importance and making a decision about importance and value when you get to a point in life where you struggle. We all set goals, whether we realize it or not. We do have goals that we think about. Sometimes we just have to reflect on them and highlight them so we know it. And we all start new things from time to time, whether it's a sport, whether you're creating something, whether you're trying something new. What you need to do if you want to be successful at that is at the very beginning, you have to be clear about what success looks like to you. If you're setting a goal, be specific about what it will look like when you're successful. If you're creating an object, picture it in your mind. Either way, no matter what you're doing, when you start something, you need to visualize everything about it. You need to visualize what it looks like when it's done, how you feel when it's done, and that will help keep driving you forward. Now, when you run into hardships, because you will run into struggles with it, especially if it's new and you're pushing yourself, what you need to do is decide how important that is to you. That's the first thing you need to do when you hit that struggle and it stops you checking and you're not quite where you thought you would be. How important is it to you? If it's very important, you will keep pushing through. If it's not that important, and that's okay, not everything is important, because if everything's important, nothing's important. If that is not that important to you, you look at it and you decide whether you're okay with how far you've come or how far you've stretched. Now, here's the trick. Sometimes that looks like quitting, right? Sometimes that feels like quitting. That means you're falling short of where that level of importance really is to you. You have to reflect on that and you have to be true to yourself. Nobody else can tell you when you're done or when you can keep pushing. They can help and they can try and convince, but in the end, you know if your heart's in it, and only you can control if your heart's in it. You either want to push forward or you want to finish it. And how many times, think about this now, how many times if we continued with something and we were, quote, going through the motions, unquote, it's because our heart's not in it. It's not that important to us, but other people have convinced us that it is. So look, you really want to achieve success, you really want to hit goals, you really want to find out what you're passionate about and achieve in that, well, that takes some mistakes, some swings and misses, and some testing out. You're not going to be passionate about everything you try and every goal you set. So when you get to that hardship, you've got to make that decision. This is where I thought I would be, this is where I wanted to be. Is it really that important that I get there so I keep working? Or do I call it done and select something else that I might be more passionate about? You're the one that's got to look in the mirror. You're the one that's got to be able to go to sleep at night with a clear conscience that you're doing the best you can every day to reach your highest level of success. And I wish you the best of luck in that. But you've got to make those decisions yourself. So, importance, value, be selective, and then decide whether you are done for now or whether you're going to continue to push because it's that important. Look, I thank you so much for listening. Stumbled a little bit there. I never take it for granted that you're listening to these each week. I hope you found value in it. I really, really do. If you did, do me a favor. Share it so other people can find value too. Remember, it's important to me. As always, continue to be purposeful, act with integrity, and build your character. You have a great week.